Let me give you example. Find equations of any lines that pass through the point -1, 0 and are tangent to the curve y equals x minus 1 over x plus 1. Point of tangency a comma, okay, and the a minus 1 over, of course, a plus 1 at this point. Okay, and the derivation of y, del y over del x, evolution bar x equals to a, okay, and this will be plus 1 times x plus 1 minus, okay, and the plus 1 times, which is the derivation of the denominator, and the x minus 1 over, okay, x plus 1 square, okay, and the x equals to a point, so it's equal to 2 over, okay, and the a plus 1 square, okay. And the any lines, okay, and you will find the a minus 1 over a plus 1 minus 0, okay, and the a minus minus 1, so it's equal to a minus 1 over a plus 1 square, okay. These are the slope, okay, and a minus 1 over a plus 1 square equals to 2 over a plus 1 square, and after that a minus 1 equals to 2, and a equals 3, and the slope two over a plus 1 square, a was 3, and so 2 over 3 plus 1 square, okay, and it will be 1 over 8, and the tangent line y equals to, okay, and the which was y0 is 0, so I'm sorry, slope 1 over 8 times, okay, and the x minus x0, which was the minus 1, so it will be x plus 1, okay, and the plus y0, which is 0, it's equal to or simplifying it, x minus 8y plus 1 equals to 0, our tangent line equation. Okay, now we can continue with another subchapter about the differentiation, and which is the chain rule. Although we can differentiate the square root of x and x squared plus 1, okay, and we cannot yet differentiate square root of x squared plus 1, okay. So let me give you an example to understand this chain rule, okay, before giving chain rule. The function one over x squared minus 4, okay, and the f of g of x, okay, of f of u equals to 1 over u, and the g of x equals to x squared minus 4, okay, and which is also it equals to u. So f prime u equals to minus 1 over u square, okay, and the g prime x it equals to 2x, okay, and the del over del x f of g of x it equals to del over del x 1 over x squared minus 4, okay, it's equal to minus 2x, which is the g prime of x, okay, times x squared minus 4 square, and it's equal to minus 1 over, okay, x squared minus 4 square times 2x, okay, which is the g prime x. And let me give you a theorem about that. If fu is differentiable at u equals g of x, and g of x is differentiable at x, then f of gx equals to f of g of x is also differentiable at x, and the f of g prime x equals f prime g of x times g prime of x. Okay. And if y equals f of u, okay, and the u equals, I'm sorry, g of x, y equals f of g of x at u, y is changing del y over del x times as fast as u is changing, and the second property at x u is changing del u over del x times as fast as x is changing. And del y over del x equals to del y over del u times del u over del x. Okay, del y over del u is evaluated at u equals to g of x. Okay, this is the chain rule. Okay, and now let me continue with some examples to understand this chain rule. Okay, chain rule, I'm sorry. Find the derivative of y equals to square root of x squared plus 1. Okay, and for that, if y equals to square root of x squared plus 1, and we can assume that u equals to x squared plus 1, right? And after that we can say y equals to square root of u, right? And we know that del y over del x equals to del y over del u times del u over del x, and the y prime with respect to the u, okay, and it will be 1 over 2 times square root of u times, and after that, okay, del u over del x, okay, and it will be 2x. When you put the u value into the square root of x, you will obtain, I'm sorry, okay, and you will obtain 1 over 2 times square root of x squared plus 1 times 2x. This part will be cancelled, and after that it's equal to x over square root of x squared plus 1, which is the derivative of the square root of x squared plus 1. And let's continue with another example. And if the y equals to 7x minus 3 to the power of 10, what is the derivative of y? And if y equals to 7x minus 3 to the 10, okay, and let's choose u by 7x minus 3, and after that y will be u to the power of 10, and after that del y over del x equals to del y over del u times del u over del x, so it's equal to, okay, 10 times u to the power of 9 times, okay, and the u prime will be 7, okay, and 70 times, okay, and the 7x minus 3 to the power of 9, which is our solution. And the del over del x times 1 over u, it equals to minus 1 over u square, okay, del u over del x. This is the reciprocal rule, and the del over del x square root of u equals to 1 over 2 times square root of u times del u over del x, which is the square root rule. And the del over del x u to the power of r, it equals to, okay, r times u to the power of r minus 1 times del u over del x. This is the general power rule. Okay, and the del over del x absolute value of u, it equals to signum u times del u over del x, and which is equal to also u over absolute value of u times, okay, and the del u over del x, this is the absolute value rule. Okay.